Welcome, YouTube. Here I am. Sorry about the delay today. I was swamped with work today. But here I am. And I got a little sore throat. So don't be hard on me because I won't be able to play a live concert today. But instead, I will need to have you helping me out with something, okay? But first, as always, let me play the jingle for you. Here we go.
It's Benny's live stream. Broadcasting live every night, 9 p.m. Central European Time.
Oh, God, I just love this jingle so much. How are you guys? I want to make sure that we have a great conversation today because I have something that I need your help with. And, piano's on already. Okay. I got something that I will need your help with. Because I'm going through some serious thought process right now. And as soon as some of you are joining in, I will introduce you to my problem. It's not really a problem. It's more of a thought process that I want to share with you. And since you guys have been such a great community and so supportive and so connected, so connective with me, I think I want to just involve you with this process that I'm going through right now. And so obviously there's not going to be a live stream concert today, but instead I want to just talk with you guys and have you helping me out with this issue that I'm facing because I want to reveal it in just a couple minutes. Also, what I want to do today is I want to continue writing this song that we created in an earlier live stream. I think it was like a week ago. My song called Clarity. I think that turned out pretty well. So let's dive into that just a second so you get an idea where we're standing here. Check it out. Oops. I want to make sure I got the vocal pickup. Here we go. Let's get into some trouble. I'm already rolling down the hill. I find no way to stop it. Scared of thinking I might like the thrill. I'm living in a bubble. I can see the sunlight through its walls. I still feel the struggle that I felt when trying to get inside. Is this what I want the world to be? From now on to eternity. Is this what I want from you and me? Getting tired of fighting gravity. I'm losing sanity. Okay. This is where we are at the moment. And I think this turned out pretty well so far. I want to just change a little bit here and there. And also, I just want to make sure that I find a straight and straightforward chorus to that, so we get a very powerful message out, right? So let me introduce you to the problem that I have. I just hired a very, very nice designer friend of mine that I've been working with for quite some time yet. And so he made a suggestion, and I want to introduce you to that suggestion. Because my artist name, BENNI JUD, so far, is not much of a brand yet. And I want to create a brand with my music, right? So he came up with some very, very cool designs to a different name. It's not completely different, but it's a little bit different. So, and I just want to have your guys' opinions, guys and girls, of course. He suggested Ben Judd. And these 3 letters, like 3 letters in the beginning, 3 letters on the second name, are making a lot of sense, especially in designs, because we got like simplicity, we got symmetry. I love symmetry. And also, I did a lot of thought process about what I want to spread. Like, what is my main message that I want to get out? And what is my goal that I want you to feel with my music? And I'm not talking like a marketer, from a marketer perspective. I'm talking from an artist perspective. And I want you guys to feel joyful. So when I thought about this, I came up with like an ultimate word, and I tried to make something like an elevator pitch for my brand. So my brand should be easy to describe within 30 seconds, or even like 3 to 4 sentences. And I just thought that I think that I have only one word to describe what I want to spread out in the world right now. And this is joy. It feels very funny to say that I want to spread joy while staring into a camera. So, camera, let me give you some joy. Okay, so what are you guys thinking? So, my designer suggested to change my artist name into BENNI JUD, because it feels a lot more mature, and I totally agree with him. It feels a lot more mature, and I've been going through a lot of changes over the last couple years. So I think my music became a lot more mature as well, right? And also my lyrics are a little more mature as well, right? So the topics are more serious, not too serious all the time, hopefully. But yeah, that's something very interesting. So what do you think? BENNI JUD, and let's call the album Joy. What do you think about that? I think it's an interesting point. And I want you to listen to my latest demo recording of Can't Get Enough of You. And by the way, I'm shooting the video on Thursday this week. So this upcoming week. I can't wait. I got the perfect cast. Really. Couldn't be more perfect. And so let's listen to the latest demo that I did for Can't Get Enough of You. Oh, we can just open the Logic session while I'm here in Logic. So Can't Get Enough of You. And while it's loading, I want to read some comments. So let me get some comments here on YouTube. Hey Lucas, great to see you back. Hey Jan. Yeah, I just had the lyrics last time, and no, you didn't miss a stream. I just ended the stream when I was about to hit the chorus. And no, it's not Ben Joy, it's BENNI JUD still, but I probably will name the album just Joy. What do you think about that? So, Benjoy the show. Benjoy the show. That's cool. That would be a cool slogan for my live streams then, right? Oh yeah, Lucas, thanks for the question. How did the concert go? You're talking about the concert I had yesterday, because yesterday I was having my first show within 3 months of not playing shows. And I gotta say, I was very excited, and I got there and I saw the tables like very, very set apart, far apart from each other. And usually this club holds like 250 to 300 people. So there are some tables, and in the back, people are standing. And usually, like this particular show that we play, is usually sold out like the minute it goes online. And so yesterday it was sold out as well. Cool. But we were only 3 people on stage, and we were not allowed to like have any horn player, or we're not even allowed to sing on stage, because like the aerosols that got spit out by when singing, or like you're blowing a horn, are just too dangerous to spread the virus, right? So we ended up doing some instrumental versions of the stuff that we usually play with this band, and it turned out pretty cool. I gotta say, it was amazing, and it was very emotional. So we got on stage, and people were clapping, and I got goosebumps all night long, because it felt so great to finally hear some applause, to finally be able to improvise on stage, to have this musical kind of conversation. Because in this lockdown, I was locked in the studio basically, and the only thing I did was making music right here, right? And of course I did a lot of live streams as well, but it just didn't feel the same. And also the live concerts that I did in the live streams just didn't feel the same, because there's no immediate response, right? There's no clapping. There's no people like watching you. There's just a camera, and you're basically watching yourself and performing for yourself, which is cool, I guess. And obviously, I know that a lot of people are watching from the screens at home, but still, it feels a lot different. It feels great too, and I'm very grateful for the opportunity that I'm able to just play live shows here on YouTube. But yeah, that was very special, and the people were super excited to hear live music again after 3 months. And we needed to wear masks, like on the way to stage and off stage, so we could put off the mask while we were on stage. But yeah, it felt kind of weird, but it felt great to be back on stage. I gotta admit, that was very special. And also the music was so much fun, because we played some more instrumental kind of jazzy approach to some soul songs that we usually play. And obviously the keyboard player was in charge of a lot of melodies, and I could like just carry some of his weight and just play some melodies as well. So that was a nice back and forth and a nice musical conversation overall. So yeah, that was a cool gig, and I might share some footage on my vlog. I only videotaped the sound check, because due to copyright and all that kind of stuff, I'm a little more careful with all that kind of stuff, because I got a video that was blocked already because of like the reaction days, and I had some copyright complaints about that, and it got blocked immediately. So I need to be aware of that in the future. So thank you for asking, Lucas. That was very cool. Hey, Robbie Luann, great you're here. Regarding the brand name, the first thing that comes to my mind is that I wouldn't put too much thought into it. Choose whatever you're comfortable with for a long time. If you put too much thought into it, you might want to end up spelling your last name Judd with DD for English pronunciation's sake. Right. Sounds like a cool gig. Yeah, it was a cool gig. If you change it too often, depending on your album mood, you might end up like Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, Sean Combs, or whatever he's called now. Right. Or Snoop Dogg. Right? Snoop Lion, Snoop Doggy Dog, whatever. Well, I think about it this way. And thanks for your thoughts, Jan. That's really, really, really nice of you. And obviously, like everybody else is invited to jump on the topic as well. For those who just came in, I'm thinking about changing my artist name into Ben Judd, because it's such a nice way to look at it as a logo kind of thing, and also it sounds a little more mature. I think it fits my music a little more. So I just wanted to share this thought process, and also since the community is growing, and I'm still in a very, very early stage of just growing my channel, growing my following, my momentum. I think this is a very cool point of time to think about stuff like that. I already put an album out like 3 years ago, and that's like the only thing that I think about, because I got some stuff out there already that that my name is combined to, but it's not too stressful to change it and to just create a new Spotify profile and all that kind of stuff. And also, I won't lose anything from it because it's still me, right? But yeah, I think this is a very, very interesting topic, and I met so many artists, and obviously a lot of artists are going for artist names, just to don't find that kind of problem. And one problem that I had was I always ran into the problem that people ask me whether to spell Benny with double N and I, with Y, with only one N or two N. And also, most of my English followers call me Ben anyway, because they're too lazy to say Benny. And maybe they thought that Benny is too I don't know, maybe too sweet, because I'm such a mature guy. I don't know. You guys need to tell me. Yeah, I think Ben Judd and the album name Joy, that would be strong, right? Think about that while listening to Can't Get Enough of You. And I'm wondering what you're thinking, if this makes sense to you. And I just want to know what it makes you feel. Ben Judd, Joy. Let's hear it. Ah, sorry about that. Need to turn on some outboard gear. Get audible. Here we go.
Wake me up. I can't come to my senses because of you. I'm shaking up. I let down my defenses so I can see you. I never would have thought I could take a chance on you. I never would have thought you would think about me too. I never would have thought I could take a chance on you. I never would have thought you could feel the same way too. I love everything you do. Baby, I can't get enough of you. Oh, yeah. I love everything you do. Baby, I can't get enough of you. Enough of you. I can't get enough of you.
Okay, let me just fade it out right here. So what do you think? What does it make you feel if you think about Ben Judd and the album title Joy? And the first single of the album Joy could be Can't Get Enough of You. To me personally, I just tell you what I think. I think it makes sense, right? It just makes sense to me because it's a mature perspective. So let me know what you think. Thank you, Lucas. Great, I'm very happy that you like this song. And this is exactly what I want to create with this song. I just want to create a cool vibe. I just want to make people that will watch the video feel good. I want them to be a little more joyful in a time where joy is so rarely found, right? There's so much stuff going on right now to not be joyful about. But this should be just a reminder that we still can be joyful. And in fact, I just talked to a dear friend of mine who is suffering from cancer right now. And we've been on the phone for, I don't know, maybe an hour or so. And he managed to be so positive still. And that was a true inspiration for me. And he said that even in the darkest times of all, even if you're the sickest you could be, there's still things to be joyful about. And this is exactly what I want my listeners to feel. I just want to show them that it's worth to be joyful about stuff, even if life sucks sometimes. That's the song itself, right? Life just sucks sometimes, but it's still great. It does make sense, but doesn't it limit the songs you can put on the album? No, not at all. What do you think? Clarity, for example, does not really spark joy, but thoughtfulness. You wouldn't expect sad songs on an album called Joy. Well, it could have a turn in that, right? So maybe it's a great way to just manage to be joyful again. So we need to discuss like serious topics and thoughtful topics. Well, you just know how to design an album as much as we do. Oh, that's a great quote by Jenny Marsala. I want to add that to the chat right here. Joy and pain walk hand in hand. Very true. So that's great that we can have a conversation about that, because to me that's super, super interesting. And obviously I have people right here that coming back, listening to my music, listening to my live streams, and all that kind of stuff. So this is like the perfect surface for me to do my surveys and just ask you right away and get responses, because I'm in the thought process, and I want to involve you in anything that I do, because you guys are supporting me on this journey, so we can create this together. So, but with that in mind, let's go back to clarity. Why not? While this is loading, let me check Instagram. I haven't checked Instagram. Hey, Edinho from Brazil. Great you came back. A lot of people stopping by. Oh, thank you, Edinho. I'm grateful you like the work with Martin. Edinho. Hey, Master V. Great to see you. Okay, so now that we did some thinking, let's go back to clarity.
Let's get into some trouble. I'm already rolling down the hill. Find no way to stop it. Scared of thinking I might like the thrill. I'm living in a bubble. I can see the sunlight through its walls. I still feel the struggle that I felt when trying to get inside. Is this what I want the world to be? From now on to eternity. Is this what I want from you and me? Getting tired of fighting gravity. I'm losing sanity.
Nice. Okay, so now with that thought process that we've gone through, I think that fits perfectly because in this pre-chorus section, like, is this what I want the world to be? This leaves so much space to turn it into something positive, and also to just question the things that are not running well. So there's a lot of interpretation space to play around with, I guess. And also because the album might be called Joy, I don't think that every song necessarily needs to be joyful, like in sense of like need to be in a major key, need to be very, very positive. No, I think it should just be a reminder of the things that we should be joyful about, because we either could be losing them, we could, I don't know. I'm not completely finished with the design yet, but to me that makes sense. But obviously I totally respect any kind of opinion of my truest followers here. So Jessica Torres is writing, I like BENNI JUD, sounds great, but I don't really have an opinion right now about the title. Okay, so the title was just an idea because ever since I started playing bass, and just like playing shows and all that kind of stuff, people are coming to me after shows and always say that I'm like extraordinarily joyful about what I do, and that I'm able to spread this joy on stage, and this is like the biggest compliment up to this day that I receive, and I'm truly grateful for receiving compliments like that. Also on my Instagram and YouTube journey right now, I'm receiving a lot of very, very positive comments and messages, and I'm super grateful for that. I need to say thank you so much. And so that was my thought process. And maybe you can just ask yourself, you can help me out with that. What makes you coming back to my live streams? What makes you coming back almost every night? That's super interesting for me to hear. You don't need to comment in public. If you want, you can. But you can also write me a DM and let me know, because I'll learn just as much from messages like that, answering this question. just to figure out what I want to do in the future or what I want to do more in the future. So that would be very, very helpful. Okay, so Meister W is asking a question in German, so I will answer that in German real quick. Hast du eine spezielle Gesangsausbildung, weil du hast eine richtig gute Stimme? Dankeschön, Meister W. Jein, also ich hatte immer wieder Unterricht in meinem Leben aber jetzt gerade so relativ regelmäßig bei einem Vocal Coach meines Vertrauens und ja, ich versuche einfach mein Bestes. Dankeschön. Okay, so this was the answer to Meister V's question. Meister W, sorry, I always said V, because in German it's V, so this is a little confusing. What makes me come back is the fact that A, you're a great bassist, and B, I'm an aspiring bassist trying to get myself out there, so I think your insights are great. Okay, thank you so much. So, ja, die Coversongs vor allem im Prince-Cover sind ganz... Dankeschön. So thank you, Lucas. That's very, very interesting for me, and especially you as a young bass player. That's super honoring for me because I want to inspire you guys as much as I can, and I want to tell you as much secrets as possible about what worked for me, what could work for you. But I gotta say, like, every musical journey is so different and so individual. So I always stay open to any kind of possibility or opportunity that you can get to get yourself out there. And do not hesitate to just present yourself. Do not be fearing any judgment or that kind of stuff. Just do it. Nike. So this is a question from Instagram from Edinho from Brazil. Do you like any band of Brazil? Yes, I'm a huge lover of Brazilian music, and I said this a couple times in my live streams. I'm in love with Javan. I love it. I also love Ginga. Ginga is great. And obviously, like, all the traditional bossa nova kind of stuff from the Gilbertos or Tom Jobim. Wonderful music. I'm obsessed with Brazilian music, I gotta say. Javan is amazing. Love him. Especially the song Capim. I wish I could speak Brazilian, but but I just love to play it and listen to it, and it relaxes me a lot. Okay, so I think I'm gonna wrap up this video today because you guys are helping me a lot with these questions that are running through my head. And since I'm in the process of creating stuff and always also just creating an album right now, your responses are giving me a lot of insight in what I want to express. So you guys are actually helping me on the creative journey towards the creative goal that I try to achieve, because I wanted to serve not just me. I wanted to serve my true fans, my true friends from all over the world. And so yeah, feel free to DM me what makes you keep coming back to my live streams, what makes you part of this community, and how can I contribute into like the creative process that we share with each other. What would you expect, and what would you love to hear? Really enjoyed the live stream today, Benny. See you at the next one. Thank you, Lucas. For those who are interested in the Brazilian music that I just talked about, it's Javan. spelled like this. It's amazing music. And the other artist that I mentioned was Ginga, spelled like this. Here we go, Ginga. And listen to it. Also listen to Antonio Carlos Jobim with Stan Getz, for example. They revolutionized the Brazilian jazz kind of world. And it's super, super relaxing. I love it. Hey, Ignacio. Don't worry. It's all good. You can rewatch it and just leave a comment. I would be happy to read what you think. Okay, so I think I wrap up this video today. I actually wanted to work on clarity a bit, but now I will do some more thought process before I start the chorus to the song. And also, once again, I'm doing the video shoot to Can't Get Enough of You on Thursday, and I'll let you know about the release date. So let's just see how the shoot will go, and I will announce the release date by the end of the week. So this is a promise. I will release the release date. I will reveal the release date by the end of this week, for sure. Okay? So have a wonderful night. Enjoy your Saturday night, and I'm going to see you when I see you. Take care. Here's the jingle.
It's Benny's live stream. Broadcasting live every night, 9 p.m. Central European Time.
Thanks so much. Take care.